What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Sean, and thank you for tuning in to Otaku Talk. Now, today I'm here to talk about an anime that I've been waiting a long time to see, and that's One Punch Man. The first episode was released today. Just in case you guys don't know much about it, let me give you a brush up on the history. Now, in 2009, One Punch Man debuted as a webcomic. It was written by One. Yes, the guy who wrote One Punch Man is named One. Well, that's what he calls himself. It was also self-published. Now, it wasn't until 2012 that the manga was remade, still being written by One. It's being illustrated by Yusuke Murata, and it has 9 volumes under its belt, and it's still an ongoing series in the Weekly Shonen Jump. Now, the anime is what we're here to talk about, and I have to say, man, this is a really cool anime. I like the way the animation is done. I like the voice acting, and I like the whole environment. Like, it really captures what, if you're a fan of the manga, what you read and the feel of what One actually created for you to see. Now, the cool thing about the setting of this story is that it goes around this guy named Saitama, who is the protagonist of One Punch Man. Now, he's crazy powerful. I mean, like, he's just hitting dudes with one hit, and that's it. They turn into juice, all right? So, the anime starts off where this purple Piccolo-like monster comes out of nowhere, and he's just destroying the city. It isn't until he gets to this girl, which looks like it's about to go into the hentai realm. I mean, just walking up behind her, he's like, oh, yeah, baby. So, anyway, Saitama comes out of nowhere, saves the girl, and he reveals that, look, man, I'm just a hero. Like, this is what I like to do. He has this crazy, like, blank face. You know, it's not like Krillin. I mean, it sort of looks like Krillin, but it's like this blank stare, like, hey, look at me. If you guys are fans of Dragon Ball, you remember the episode where Goku was a kid and he actually had to fight himself because he was being trained by Popo, and the doll that Popo made for Goku to fight looks very similar to how Saitama is, because it's just like this blank stare. If you saw him, you'd just be like, hey, like, this guy is a chump. He's walking around with a white cape and in this crazy costume. Like, who the hell does this guy think he is? But he just wants to be a hero and save the people who can't protect themselves. But at the same time, he's not really satisfied at being this strong, you know, because again, one hit and they're done. They turn into juice, man. So imagine, he's like, you know, I'm kind of bored with just getting rid of these guys. It's not like something where Goku's like, yeah, I have to become strong. It's like Goku reaching his peak and being like, dude, like, I'm too strong. Like, if I sneeze, the liquid from my nose will put a freaking crater on this planet. So anyway, after he defeats this Piccolo-like monster, we get to see what, you know, where his backstory leads, or where, you know, what led up to this present Saitama. And we see that he was just a regular guy. You know, he comes face to face with this monster, this crab monster, and he's like, listen, man, like, I just want to go home. I had a bad day. Interview didn't go right. I'm jobless. The crab monster's like, man, whatever. Look, I'm going to let you go because I'm looking for somebody else with a cleft chin. So just know that I'll let you go. And mind you, this is just regular Saitama. He's not even that strong yet. So it isn't until he finds this boy with this crazy chin. I mean, this boy looks like he swallowed 2 kaiju nuts and just freaking, like, just walking around playing with a soccer ball. And he's like, hey, man, I drew some nipples on the crab monster, so that's why he's mad. So when the crab monster finds the little boy, Saitama saves him, and Saitama starts fighting. He gets his ass whipped, but something is triggered in him where he's like, nah, I want to be a hero. I'm tired of being this regular nobody and letting people get killed, you know, by you monsters. I'm stepping up to the plate now. And he ripped this freaking crab monster's eyes out, man. And it was crazy because he did it with his tie. And, you know, at first you're like, ah, he's just going to rip his eye out, whatever. Like, that's it. He ripped everything that was inside of him out on the floor. And that was just crazy. Like, right then and there, you're just like, wow, like, this guy is pretty much a badass. And he's pretty much saying that, you know, that was the moment where he just wanted to, you know, really be that hero that he dreamed of being as a child. Now, when we get back to the present day and the flashback is over, we see, you know, that Saitama's pretty much alone. You know, he's, you know, even though he feels like, hey, you know, I have to protect people, I want to be this hero, he really doesn't have anybody by his side, you know. And on top of that, he's really bored with himself because he's so strong. So he's just like, whatever, like, I'll kill this monster, but it's not satisfying me. I feel like I'm just too powerful. when these creatures, these monsters called subterraneans appear, that's when the episode like really picks up, because we get to see how Saitama actually fights. Besides with just the one hit, how he's actually moving, how he's dodging, how he's just laying down all these subterraneans. It looks crazy. That one scene alone had me like, wow, like this is bananas. One thing about this anime is that, or the story overall, is that it reminds me a lot of Fist of the North Star. When you see Kenshiro hitting people with one hit one time, you know, sometimes you can just knock them around, their head explode. Other times he's just like hitting them multiple hits. That's sort of what Saitama is. But on top of that, it's just a one hit from him. It's not like, hey, you know, I'm gonna just hit you multiple times because I have to. It's like, man, listen, I just have to hit you once and that's it. KO, your life is over. You are now liquid in my container that I drink. What? So, yeah, man. I mean, it was a real good episode. I like the animation. I like what they did with him. That, like I said, it might drag a little bit in the beginning because it's sort of like an origin story, and you're getting like a back and forth between who he was before. But they only touch. It's not like a long, drawn out episode about who he was before he became this hero who he is now. But it's just like it drags a little bit, and when it gets to the fighting, that's when you're definitely going to be hooked. So I'm giving this episode definitely a A+, man, because I really enjoyed it. I really thought that the animation was great. I really thought that the story, it had that mellow pace at the same time, but the rest of the episodes were definitely picked up. And if you are a fan of the manga, you saw Genos at the end, which is the cyborg disciple of Saitama. So that was really good to see that Genos was there, and that we get to see him in the next episode. Most definitely we'll get to see Genos in the next episode. So guys, let me know what you thought about this episode. Are you a fan? If you never read the manga, what do you think about One Punch Man now? And comment below, hit the like video, subscribe. I'm definitely going to be following up on this. I've been crazy busy, so I know that my Naruto videos have been falling back a bit, but you see that 4geekslikeU.com website, you see that the news is always up there, and we're posting constantly, so it's sort of like going back and forth between videos and the actual writing of articles. But guys, I'm definitely following up on this because I love One Punch Man. So let me know again, guys, what you thought about this episode below. And this is Sean for 4GLU, 4 Geeks Like You. I'll see you guys later. Peace. Have a good one.